Hey, welcome to the another tutorial of Python, and in this tutorial we are going to learn about control flow, which is conditional statement, if else statements. So first open up any text editor you're having currently, which can be Notepad++. I'm having Visual Studio Code here so that it will be very easy for me to execute the code because it is having a terminal or command prompt, which is in your Windows machine, or you're gonna have terminal into your Linux or Mac machine, but over here it's an integrated one. It is a really helpful thing if you're using Visual Studio Code. But if you're using text editor or any other text editor, just open up your command prompt or terminal prompt. And I have opened a file which is preg.py, and I have entered to the directory, which is this one, clicking CDs and CDs, something like that, and you type the directory here, and it will take you to this directory. And after that you're ready to execute this file. To execute the file, you just say python and write down preg.py or the file name you have given, so it will execute this one. Okay, cool, you're done with it. Okay, right now I'm gonna actually make this screen bigger by clicking function 11. Okay, there is a message. Okay, ignore this. So I'm gonna do something here, which is I'm gonna take a text for you and create a scenario for you guys. So for if else statement, I'm saying that if John's is a guy or a dude or a minor or an adult, if John's age is above 18, then call him an adult. Else if if John's age is less than 18, then call him a minor. Else say that John is neither adult nor minor, he's an alien. Okay, we need to actually do this into the programming mode. First, what we are going to do is say John, a variable, John age equals, let's take it first for 20. Then we are going to start our statement. First, go with the if statement. Say if John age equals first greater than, which is right angle, and you're gonna say 18. You can actually ignore this space if you want, nothing happens if you ignore this. And if John age greater than 18, you give a colon. Then, so this is the statement, this is the condition. If this one is true, then you say what needs to be executed into the next line. So you must have indentation here or a space. It can be 2 spaces, 4 spaces, at least 1 spaces, or tab spaces. Make sure you are having spaces, otherwise the next line will be taken as a different line, this condition line. Okay, so I'm saying that if this one is true, then print John is an adult. Okay, let's run this file. We are gonna go back to the terminal and say python preg.py, and John is an adult is printed out right now. Right now we want to do something. We want to take another block, which is else if block. So else if block comes with elif, and I'm telling you guys, you can't have an else if block without an if block. So if there is no if block, else if block is invalid. Make sure you're having an if block. So I'm saying that if else if John is less than 18, and I'm gonna give a colon, and into the next line with the indentation I'm gonna say print John is a minor. So what's happening here? First I will check this one. So if this one is true, then the interpreter will say that ignore all other statements that is with this if block, if statement. If it is false, then it will say the interpreter that okay, it is false, go and check the next statement. So if it is false, it will check this one. So to have this as an example, first we are going to run this one as it is right now, And if we run this now, you can see that it's saying that John is an adult, but it's not printing out this line. Do you know why? Because John's age is currently 20. So when it is going to this first if statement, it is coming out, or it is turning out to be an true condition, and it's printing this out and telling that, okay, ignore all other statement with this if block. And right now, we want this to be executed. To make this, let's do something like give an age which is 16. Right now, if we run this python preg.py in terminal, you can see that it's saying John is a minor. Do you know why it's happening? First, it's saying that assigning the value as John age is 16. Then it's checking this statement. After checking this statement, it's saying something like, hey, look at this. John's age is greater than 18, but that means that this condition is false. So it is saying that, it is saying to the interpreter that, okay, this is false. Go to the next statement, and which is this one. And it's checking this one currently. After checking this one, it's saying that John age is less than 18, which is 16. 16 is less than 18. So it's checking, and it's turning out to be true, and it is executing this one. So it's saying that, okay, John is a minor. So we are done with else if block. You can have another else if, something like this, and say, if what happens if John's age is equals to 18. To symbolize this, you just gonna say double equal. You can't give a single equal. I'm gonna give delete the space. You can have a space if you want, not a big crime. And you're gonna just give double equal sign, because if you're giving only single equal signs, it means that you are initializing and it will print out an error. So to compare this value, you always give double equal into the statement, if else statement. So I'm saying that, okay, else if John's age is 18, then say that John is 18 over here. So I'm gonna make this 18. So what happens now? If we run this, let's run and say it's saying that John is 18. So he's going over here and checking this out, taking this value, John is 18. It's checking this one, greater than 18. No, it's not 18. So it's turning out to be false. And it's telling the interpreter that, okay, go to the next statement, and it's checking this one right now. John is less than 18. No, John is 18. So it's turning out to be false, and it's saying that, okay, next, go to the next line. So it's going over here and checking else if, so saying that, okay, John age is 18. So it is turning out to be true, because John's age is 18, which we have assigned. So it's printing out this block, John is 18. So this is how it prints out. So what happens if something like none of the value is true? So to make this, to create this context, I will just simply say John less than equals 18, and I will actually change this one to same, and okay, we want to create a something like, okay, none of the conditions are true. What happens? We are gonna simply give an else block. Else block comes with no argument or no variable comparing. So it will simply take that one, and you're gonna say print, and inside the print you're gonna just simply say John is neither adult nor minor, and this else block will be printed out. Because why it will be printed out? Because none of the variables will be matched, and none of the variables will be true. So the else will be printed out. So if we run now, you can see that it's printing out John is 18, because we haven't changed the value. Let's take this value as 99, save this, and if we run now, you can see that it's saying that John is neither adult nor minor. So why it's happening? Because this one not true, this one not true, this one not true. And why none of these things are true? Then it's saying that, okay, let's execute the else block. So else block is also dependent on the if block. If there is no if block, there is no else block. Okay, this is all about, I think, conditional statement. If you have any question, comment into the comment section. See you into the next tutorial. Take care.